apparently we're not in much mood for that. Welcome to String Theory. I'm here. Chris Coos here. So let's have a special thanks to our partners, Boucher Guitars, Levy's G&G Music, Citadel Music Halifax, Brickhouse Guitars, K&K Sound, Gallagher Guitars, Recording King, Alvarez Yeri, Yamaha Canada, James Martin Instruments in Kilkenny, Ireland, Cody Guitars, Dario the Arc, Apollo Picks, Epiphone Guitars, Epiphone Gibson, Close Guitars, Blue Chip Picks, Toad Slab, LR Bags, our friends at LR Bags, Maestro Hosen Guitars in Singapore, George Crackett Guitars, Emerald Guitars, the world's greatest carbon, just unbelievable, ridiculous, just ridiculous. And the Nova Scotia SPCA. Woo. So there you go. That's us.
There it was.
Gone.
Did you know we had some snow?
Just a bit.
Dare I say, it's
Yeah.
a winter fucking wonder fucking land here.
Yeah.
Not so impressed.
Just a bit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think that's the quote of
What are you going
F-bombs.
to do?
Is that how many F-bombs we get? Okay.
A few.
All right.
So, I want to,
Read some comments.
well, the first thing I want to do is, I had comments one time. I don't have them anymore, but, you know, what it is. So, yeah. Anyhow, yeah,
How you making out over there?
not so good.
See, you're prepared as usual.
Well, you know, Ginger's not here, so it's a little difficult to do things.
Ginger has left us.
And I'm drunk, so, you know, what it is, what it is.
Wish I was drunk.
So,
Um,
can I have my rant now?
nice
Can I have a
penis
rant?
scarf here.
Thank you. Thank you. Can I have my rant now?
Yes, go ahead.
All right, so here's my rant. You've noticed perhaps in the media today that everybody's been taking a gigantic shit on Tim Houston, the Premier of Nova Scotia,
Yeah.
because of comments that he made about Cape Breton and the problem up there with the snow. So I'm going to tell you something.
Is this about the emergency thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to tell you something that nobody seems to know up there, or maybe they don't want to hear it, or whatever the hell is going on. But here's the truth. I was stranded in Sydney for 3 days in a major hotel. The first day, on Saturday, the plow came. The private contractor plowed up the parking lot. We could get out on Saturday. On Sunday, he stopped coming. But we could still get out because the driveway, you could get up the driveway was a hill. You get up the driveway out onto Kings Road and Sydney River. Because the plows were going by with their fucking blades up. This is on Sunday, right? There's already nearly a meter of snow down. And so that went on all day Sunday. And finally, Monday, they plowed us in. On Monday, okay, it was the first day that they plowed a snow pile across the driveway that we could not traverse. This is on fucking Monday. Monday. Monday.
Monday.
So, Monday, we.
That was day what of the snow?
4,
Yeah.
3,
4.
4. So, and there was no plows. The plows are driving by with their blades up. So, I couldn't stay there anymore. So we dug our way out of the snowplow.
We?
Yeah, me and this 4 other guys, truckers that were there. We went up. We shoveled out enough space to get out. One guy get out with a Subaru, and I thought I can get out with my car, so I did. So I get out. I get down Kings Road in Sydney.
Kidney River.
And Kidney River, and this is on Monday. The visibility had come to 100%. The storm had stopped. This ain't funny.
This next to Lima Bean Way.
Yeah, it's not funny though. I drove from that hotel to East Bay in possibly the worst winter conditions I have ever seen in my life. I have driven in fucking Yellowknife in the dead of winter with the snow is literally 4 feet packed on the road with snow potholes everywhere, and you're catching air every 5 minutes. You don't see it coming. This was the drive I had from the Comfort Inn in Sydney River to East Bay, only 20 kilometers away, whatever it was, right? After East Bay, at the county line, Victoria County, when I crossed the county line, the road was completely bare and dry. And I actually witnessed the opposing lane going into Sydney had a snow drift across it, 4 foot high, where the Victoria plow came and pushed the snow into the CBRM, turned around and left. Right at the county line. And the fucking road was dry from East Bay to Halifax.
Is there a wee pissing contest going on somewhere?
Well, something's wrong up there. Something really wrong. Because they had the same amount of snow in Victoria County as they had in Cape Breton County.
In
Same
CBRM.
amount, yeah. But when I got to the county line, the road was completely bare and clean and salted all the way. We almost fucking died up there. I got stuck in a 4 foot snowdrift where I couldn't open my car doors, trying to go for chips. There was no food. You couldn't go for food. Everything was closed. We had no food. And I'm telling you, all of you, right now, that there's something wrong in the government of the CBRM, because there's no way that would be allowed to happen. It wasn't allowed to happen in the next county over.
Apparently it happens in this county.
Yeah, well,
we only
no.
got plowed yesterday.
This is beautiful. The roads here are bare and dry because they mitigated the circumstances. They plowed, they salted. They did the same thing in the very next county right beside the CBRM. And I don't understand why that is going on.
So you escaped hell.
I did. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. There were drifts up there 12 feet high. Because I'm not exaggerating. This Ramsey's Honda, there's a line of CRVs parked at the back of that lot. They're gone. They're under 3 feet of snow. They showed the pictures today. It's absolutely unbelievable how bad the Sydney area was hit by this storm. And it's not the fault of Mother Nature. It's the fault of whoever is in charge, who could have been plowing the roads, salting the roads, all of this, and they didn't do it. For I don't know why. It pisses me off. Because I'm a Cape Bretoner, and I don't understand why that one place was with the most money and the most infrastructure and the most everything was left with people in mortal danger. There was the day I left there, they were bringing people from the hospital who had been injured in the storm to the fucking hotel because they couldn't get back to their homes. They were injured at their house. They got the ambulance in there, took them to the hospital, got them treated, brought him to the Comfort Inn. Are you kidding me? Seriously.
What did the Premier say?
He said that their declaration of an emergency was unnecessary.
Mm.
Because what are they going to do with it? Which is absolutely true. What were they going to do with it? They wanted martial law so they could put a $10,000 fine on anybody driving on the roads while they're clearing the snow away. Why didn't they clear the snow away for 72 hours like everybody else did? You know what I mean? It's just absolutely unbelievable to me. But that's, and I wouldn't say a thing except I'm from there, and I was in the middle of it for 3 days, and it was terrifying. You didn't know if you were going to be able to eat the next day, or if you were going to be, what was going to happen if the snow, like there was so much snow that you weren't sure if the things were going to start collapsing.
It's a good thing you got the hell out of there when you did.
Yeah, the staff was ill prepared. They're all from India, their first winter, and they were the most beautiful people. They helped all weekend, shovel people out, shovel this, shovel that. Like, it was just unbelievable. Unbelievable. I've never seen anything like that in my whole life. I've just never seen anything like that. Entire town buried in 4 feet of snow, and nobody seemed to do anything about it. So, I'll probably get a whole bunch of comments about this tomorrow.
Rant over?
I don't care.
Rant over.
Rant over.
I got the worm.
He's going to eat the worm live on YouTube right now.
It was the bottom of the bottle of mezcal.
Do it.
Oh, I'm going to work my way down.
Oh, okay. So,
Don't rush in.
we have comments.
Already?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So,
sweet smoldering Jesus.
sweet smoldering Jesus. Yes, dear.
I'm not impressed by the winter.
I'm not either. So the first comment, of course, is from Stephen Becker.
Of course.
Didn't anyone ever tell Chris not to eat yellow snow?
It was very timely that I picked this up.
Exactly. It's not. It isn't yellow snow.
No.
It's actually, what is that?
That's a penis collapsus.
Penis collapses. Yeah.
It's a pina colada. I was feeling summery tonight, wasn't I? Until you told me that the heat hadn't been on in here.
It's hot as hell, cold as hell in here for a while. It's coming up now. Notice my elf scarf.
Mm.
Elf scarf.
You know where that scarf actually came from?
God knows.
It's Arlo's.
Is it? Okay.
It's the dog's scarf.
Well, I feel honored.
It's a border collie scarf.
I feel honored that I'm wearing the dog scarf.
Mm-hmm.
So anyhow, yeah, I hope that somebody does something about all that. I'm noticing there's comments on here. You know, Pat Poirier says, I'm glad that somebody had the balls to speak up and say what you just said. Because it's absolutely true. It was only that one county that was in the situation, and they're still in it.
When you get
Still
finished
in it.
with Cape Breton, could you give Middle Mosquito Bite a call?
The roads are clear here.
Yeah, but this one wasn't clear till yesterday.
Big deal. It's a dirt road. There's 10 houses on it. I understand why they're not clearing it.
All right, well,
It was-
shut my mouth.
Yeah, so fuck you. So, yeah, absolutely. Ben Allmer says, JP, I'm glad you're speaking out. Somebody's going to do it or nothing will change.
Mhm.
It's true. It's ridiculous what happened up there. I could have been stuck there until now. You realize they made the state of emergency for 10 days.
Mm.
I could have missed the shows this weekend, all that shit. I could have been right out the door. It was because you get on the road, it's a $10,000 fine to seize your vehicle.
$10,000 fine.
Yeah, it's a state of emergency.
What the poop are they thinking?
Exactly. Jamie Reed.
Hey, Jamie, happy Wednesday.
Good to see you
Happy
back.
frigid
Good
Wednesday.
of that guy with the tow truck to help you out, free of charge. Still good people out in the world.
Mhm.
There was another one we forgot.
Mhm.
What the hell was the name of it? I forgot the cards in the car. Damn it. Ideal Towing
Mhm.
and Recovery.
Wouldn't tow you to the impound yard.
Right. So here's another thing that happened. I was trying to go for food.
Storm chips.
the only place was open was the Circle K
Right.
in the middle of town. So the road was flat enough to get there. I went in and bought some, cheeseburgers and bags. And they had just bullshit food, right? But it was food. So I bought all that. And I tried to go back to the hotel, but none of the roads, because of all the one-way streets, none of the roads were open. So I saw a road that looked like it was plowed. So I went up that, and it turned. There was like a 7-foot drift across the intersection, so I can't turn that way, so I followed what looked like a plow trail, right? Well, I ended up in a 5-foot drift of snow, couldn't open my doors. So I had to call the cops. And the cops came and dug me out of the car, and took me back they got stuck getting out, but they got me back to the hotel. So I abandoned my car. I was sitting at they gave me a number to call. I called the number. It was a dispatcher at the police. That's like, these 2 officers who saved me told me to call this number to find out about my car. I told her my name and all that shit, and she said, okay, wait a minute, let's hang up, I'll call you back. But 25, 30 minutes later, the tow truck driver called me. He said, I'm here with your car. Where are you at? I said, I'm at the Comfort Inn. He said, I know I can get this out. It's going to be difficult, but I'll get it out. And he had one of those big, giant trucks with the flatbed that tips down and you pull the car right up.
Flat deck.
Yeah. He got the fucking car out, brought it to the hotel, dropped it off. His wife drove it down the parking lot. And I went out and said, what do I owe you? He said, nothing.
Guess you must have.
Nothing.
Guess you must have not sucked at that show that he was at.
And so that guy there, Ideal Towing and Recovery, if it wasn't for that, and the 2 policemen, because if they hadn't come, I would have likely been in distress there.
So if you need a tow in the CBRM, call 1-800-IDEAL-TOWING. That's 1-800-IDEAL Towing.
And recovery.
And recovery.
But
Once again, 1-800-IDEAL Recovery.
But the 2 policemen that
May
came,
cause anal itching, rectal puffing, and death.
the two police officers that came in the giant 4x4, if they hadn't come and got me out, I was stuck inside that car.
But the car ran, right?
No. It was so deep I couldn't run the car. I was gassing myself. So I was there with no heat and trapped inside the car. I could only open the door about that far.
Well, at least you wouldn't have suffocated.
Well, I would have frozen to death, right?
He would have taken a while to freeze to death.
It took a couple calls to get somebody to realize what was going on.
A chunk like you wouldn't freeze immediately.
Well, that in itself is like, the amount of time it would take me to freeze to death would be incredibly fucking unpleasant.
Yes.
So you could just imagine, like a normal guy like you would freeze to death fairly quickly.
Well, I don't know. I'm not exactly stuffed.
So yeah. So anyhow, the two police officers that came and got me out of that car, and the man who towed my car back to me.
1-800-IDEAL Towing.
Stop doing it.
And recovery.
It's not a joke. That guy's a
I'm
saint.
trying to give him
That guy's a
plug
saint.
here.
That guy's a saint. He didn't have to do
1-800 Saints Towing and Recovery in the CBRM. We serve a 50-mile radius.
Yeah, he did not have to do that.
No, he was a great guy.
So anyhow, thanks to the police officers and the tow truck man and his wife and his girlfriend or whatever she was, I don't know. He came down with the car and he told me he didn't want any money and I hugged him.
Jesus, now we don't know whether it's his wife or his girlfriend and you outed him.
Well, it might be,
What the frig happens now if it's his girlfriend and he's got a wife? Jesus, what are you saying?
Andrew Bates.
Okay, next.
Master Guitar Heads is Hi All.
Hey, Andrew.
Andrew Bates again says, glad to see you all back. Larry Reindress.
Local Larry. I saw
What
Larry.
would you do differently with your music career if you could redo it? How about fucking everything? The whole fucking thing. I wouldn't do anything. I would become a plumber.
Oh, you're really close to that camera on here. I can really see that right here. Larry, what about that show Thursday night? Young Judd and Dave.
This is a really good question. I have to answer it.
Okay,
And it's going to take a while. No, fuck
Dave
that,
and
Dave.
Show last night. Miracles.
First day of the new lips.
Yeah.
What would
You were
I
in
do
a pleasant
differently?
mood tonight.
Yeah. So this is a really important question.
Uh-oh.
So I'm going to tell you what I would do differently.
I'll be right
Yeah, you just sit there.
here. Yeah, I'm just going to sit here and listen.
Yeah. So
Just going to shake up my drink.
okay, so the first thing I would listen to it.
It sounds like it's laughing at
I know. It sounds like a really fat guy laughing. So,
you. Almost more entertaining than your story so far.
or you haven't even fucking heard any of it. So, what I would change. This is an important question.
All right,
I
I'm
need
waiting.
I need to answer it
Just waiting.
because a lot of people would want to know this, especially young people.
Why don't you get to it?
So, the first thing I would change about my career. First of all, I have to tell you that I'm 100% satisfied with where I am now. That's the scary thing about this. I play the gigs I want to play. I own my own recording studio. I travel all over the world. I have all of you guys with me in 36 fucking countries. You know, with me sitting around here with big fat idiot talking about guitars with this other big fat idiot. And you couldn't. I
Some
my
of these jeans make my ass look big.
That's right. My life and career at this point, at 55 years of age, couldn't be any better off than I am now.
You do have it pretty good.
I'm laughing.
Yeah, you just need to realize it.
So here's what I would change if I could go back.
New friends.
Absolutely, especially to replace you. But here's what I would change. I would be more cognizant of how of people's feelings. Yeah, exactly. Of how big an asshole I was when I was young, and I'm still an asshole, but when I was young I was way worse. And you were there, and
God through it all.
I had a severe chip on my shoulder when it came to the industry. I didn't like people telling me what to do. I didn't like people telling me what to sing, what to record, blah, blah, blah. And if I could go back, I would change the way I dealt with those people so that I could still sort of maybe retain control, but let them feel like I was willing to be controlled. That's the secret, is letting those people know that you're not a threat, but at the same time, it's a super fine line to walk where you can maintain your soul, keep your soul, but also keep your feet in that pool of the industry.
So
You know what I mean?
generally not being such a colossal cocksucker face all the time.
Yeah. But I mean, some people are and still succeed in that world, right?
True.
So I would have, it may have been impossible for me, because of my upbringing and my childhood and all these things that I went through when I was young, it may have been impossible for me to have found that balance. But I would have been less aggressive with people in the industry who could have helped me, but were scared to death of me because I knew the rules. I knew the game, right? And I was really a prick about it, you know? I really was. You know. And I didn't like those kind of people. I didn't like anybody who was threatening my creative control or my any of those things. So that's the first thing I would have changed. And then if I had been able to do that, to change that, well then, from that point on, everything is moot because I would have had a whole different set of circumstances to deal with. But I still believe that if I hadn't done what I had done, and I was inspired by people like Stompin' Tom and guys like that and Lightfoot.
Dance to their own drum.
Yeah, they owned their fucking career. They didn't give a shit what anybody did, thought, said, whatever. I'm doing this. They were not told what to do. They were brilliant enough to fucking. So I thought, well, I'm not that brilliant, but I have something different, and I can, control it myself. And so that's where I would have made my changes. But after that, really, there's nothing that could be considered different because here I am at 55 and still touring, still recording, still creating.
And people still like you.
Well, I don't know why.
For whatever
I
reason.
don't know why, but they do, and and I hope, you know what? I hope they like me because of what I'm telling you. I hope they like me because I didn't fall prey, because you know as well as I do, that a lot of artists went into that machine and just fucking disappeared and self-destructed because they thought it was going to be the be-all, end-all.
The music industry is absolutely vile, and it sucks.
Yep, exactly.
And thank God we are where we are today. With technology, the only thing that sucks about technology is that I think in a way, it's harder for musicians to make a living because music is essentially free today, and musicians and creators don't get paid what they are due, but the product is more accessible than it ever has been. But thank God that the music industry, as it stood for all those years, has all but collapsed at this point.
Yeah.
But you were a huge dickhead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they didn't like that shit.
Yeah.
And,
But I mean huge.
oh, yeah.
Like
Oh, no.
colossal.
Oh, yeah, I was a colossal prick.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't be told. I
Yeah.
would not be told what to do.
You were like the World Trade Centers of dick.
World Trade Centers of dick. But here's the thing.
You couldn't find anyone grinchier than you.
Okay. I'm not going to stop you. They're getting better and better.
All right.
World Trade Center of dick. So, but here's the thing, right? It's just like you just said. The entire machinery, right, that I was fighting at the age of 25 is gone.
Mm-hmm.
I outlived it.
Yeah, you did.
So did everybody else, right? So what does that tell you? If I had have gone into that world and had the success of people like that I admire a great deal, like Charlie Majors, Ron Hines, Terry Clark, there's a whole Prairie Oyster,
Yeah.
that whole slew of trad country, kick-ass, Canadian. They're right where I am now.
You're all in the same place.
We're all in the same place.
And you still tour internationally.
Yeah.
You have more than enough work to make
Too much
work,
Yeah.
right? You've diversified,
Yep.
hence
I
why
have 23 albums.
us two fat sacks of shit are sitting
Yeah,
here on
yeah.
Wednesday night
I got
with
23
the rest
albums.
of the losers who don't have anything better to do.
I've sold probably
20?
300,000 copies of 23 albums.
300,000 copies.
At least. When you just look at Another Morning by itself,
Mm.
you know, it was a lot of copies. I don't know how many. I can't
For how
find
many
out.
years?
27 years, 28 years.
Okay.
Do the math.
Yeah,
It's not. It ain't Elvis Presley, but it's good for a folk guy. And it's good for 23 albums, right?
25 years?
27.
27 years.
Yeah,
Uh,
we're doing math here now. I don't even know what he's doing, but it'll be funny. Anyhow, it's a good question. And it's actually, it's not just a good
that's
question.
231 CDs that you sold out of your trunk
Yeah.
per month.
Yeah, easily.
That's a lot
Easily.
of CDs.
Easily. You got to realize that I've been playing 225 or 250 shows a year for 42 years. Right? And I've been
It's
I've been
incredible that
recording
you're
all
not
that time.
dead yet.
It is quite incredible. So, anyhow,
God, it's cold in here.
no, it's not. So, good question, Larry. It's really good.
Way to go, Larry. Just wasted
Forrest
15 minutes.
Forrest Yogan says, yes, ideal towing is the best in Sydney, reasonable and friendly, above and beyond the duty is their trademark. Unfortunately, I cannot say that for the others here in Sydney.
Recovery.
Jasper North says, best two mics for record guitar and voice at the same time. So I would say the Aston Origin and any other Audio Technica for voice, like anything you could find. Any AT mic is awesome for that.
AKG 414.
Yeah.
AKG
Yeah, the AT,
414.
yeah, the 414.
Vintage 414.
Yeah.
Not a new one, a vintage 414.
But I've generally used this. Actually, I'm using two of these now. But I also use the Audio Technica. What's the silver one? The 4141. What is that? The silver one.
The silver kind.
I can't remember the number of it.
Do you know who has an Aston? Blair Svensson.
Of course.
It's on his YouTube
He
channel.
would.
Saw it. Just released a new tune. A JP Cormier inspired tune.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. I thought. What's the one with all the snakes on it?
How long have you known Chris? You seem like good friends. You're probably wrong about that.
What? A month and a half?
Chunks of coconut in it.
Oh man, that's wicked.
Doesn't that take you to the beach?
What is that?
It's a pina colada.
Penis colada?
Penis collapses.
So we're low on questions, boys.
Mm.
What
No
do you have in
wonder,
mind?
because you've been flapping your gums all night, boy.
I've been answering questions, Dickley.
I got a question.
What?
What's this for?
That's to insert in your anus and adjust your attitude.
Why I declare.
I
Why I declare,
I
sir.
keep my feathers numbered for just such an occasion.
Why
Oh,
I
fuck.
came to see the high diamond act.
I'm
and
gonna
gonna
see the high diamond
act.
So
Yep, I think you should play us a tune on
Well,
your 12 string.
apparently I should,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm gonna have to use it this weekend a lot.
Maybe to generate some interest. sweet sounding 12 string.
It's a Boucher.
Hey.
What the hell are you going to do about that?
I've got a question about a 12 string.
Okay.
Do you need me to send it in, or can I just ask?
I think you should just ask it.
All right. Is there any alternate tunings for 12 string
Oh.
guitars?
The same ones that all exist for 6.
So show me an alternate tuning on
I
a 12
can't.
string.
Because I can't jeopardize the string integrity for the show this weekend.
Pardon me?
I don't want to fuck up the strings for the concerts.
Oh, that's what I thought you
Yeah.
said the first time.
What
So
I said
what
was-
show is it that you're doing this weekend?
We are doing the tribute to Gordon Lightfoot with Symphony Nova Scotia. 3 nights,
What nights
sold
would
out.
those be, JP?
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday afternoon matinee.
And where would that be taking
At the
place?
Rebecca Cohen Auditorium in Halifax. It's already sold out.
Don't try and get tickets.
3,000 tickets already sold. Ridiculous.
Sympathy Nova Scotia
Sympathy Nova Scotia.
and JP Cormier. And who will be joining you on stage?
Darren McMullen will be playing bass with me and the fine folks of Symphony Nova Scotia.
Well, that sounds just awesome.
It does sound pretty freaking good.
Now, could you have used that 12-string guitar 2 weeks ago for that show?
No,
Why?
because you had not dropped a K&K in it.
And K&K. Tell us about the K&K. that's in
Well,
that
the
guitar.
K&K is the ultimate contact pickup that you install in all my guitars.
Now, that's one sweet ride right there.
It is. The only thing that may be sweeter is the new hi-fi system that we're going to dump in my brand new Martin D18. Oh yeah, no, we dump it in. Dump it right in.
We're just
Plow it right in there. Oh yeah.
Don't want any hairy legs, just heave around in.
We're going to install the LR bag.
There's so many
hi-fi
comments, but nobody's doing super chats.
Well, that's okay, because it's not a super chat night. Ginger is not here, and she is obviously the moneymaker in this operation.
That's true.
Ginger's out working.
The answer to that question is ideal towing. that was
1-800 Ideal Towing and Recovery for all your towing and recovery needs.
In the CBRM. Free JP Cormier CD with each towing job.
So,
Yes.
there's some comments on here about the
Foul language we've been using?
no, the FG9.
Oh,
Where is it?
I don't know. It's around here somewhere. I can know where that is actually.
what's it look like?
I'm gonna look for it.
What's it look like? Do you get that? What's it look like? There's no fewer than 75 guitars sitting everywhere.
I-
Did you get it, JP? What's it look
I
like?
don't know where it is.
The other-
It's here somewhere.
The other question is, why am I speaking into a microphone that's not plugged in?
I'm not sure. Probably because you're a fucking idiot. How
Well,
about that?
That could be.
The FG9 is here.
Easy, Ernie.
The mahogany, the FG9 mahogany is here. I just don't know where it is right now, but it will be reviewed this month. You can expect a metric crap ton of guitar reviews over the next 6 weeks and beyond.
Because we
there's-
can't get off our road because
Yeah.
it's never plowed.
Yeah, there's so many guitars that are sitting here waiting to go. A lot of stuff to do. There's more stuff to be done with Emerald guitars. I'm going to just show you this. Maybe I shouldn't. I won't show it to you. I have a new Martin that's here that I purchased specifically for this.
Specifically or
Specific.
specifically?
Specifically.
Did you purchase it on the West Coast?
Specifically.
Or did you purchase
I
it
said
in a
specific.
store?
There was an S on it.
Especially.
Etc.
You moron.
This is a weapon.
Put your ball scarf back on.
I keep missing you.
Bring the Martin over.
Fuck.
Bring the Martin over. Let's see it.
I bought a D18 Martin amber top, especially for this Lightfoot show. Because you can't play Lightfoot without an 18. It's a cannon. It's a
got a
sedate cannon.
very unique. It's got a Martin.
It
sound.
sounds like an
Yeah.
old Martin.
Yeah.
It accentuates the drone.
It does. It's just got that. It's not a great guitar, but it will be if I play it long enough.
In 150 years.
No, I'll tell you something else. That guitar sat in my car through the blizzard for 3 days.
Yeah.
3 days. Not a mark on it. Came out of the case still in tune. It's well built. Well built. So I'm hoping it stays together. It's going to be one of those guitars that I review and then come back to later to let you know.
It's so cold in here, I can't feel my face.
You're just having a stroke. It's okay.
I can't feel my face when I'm with you. I
New
can't
super
feel my
chat.
face. What? Look at all
Boys,
the emojis.
just so you understand, Meg is not here, so the fucking mic's not working. We're on phone audio only.
I just placed it there for that.
It has worked before, so don't panic. Just turn up your volume. Idiots!
It's not plugged in. It's a placebo.
It's a prop at this point. Okay, sorry. We didn't have gaff tape.
Wait.
What?
I apologize. I was the one who put it there. It's me.
Yeah,
I'm the problem.
yeah.
It's me.
Taylor
At
Swift.
tea time,
Taylor,
everyone agrees.
Taylor Tits.
I'll just put it over there so you arseholes won't be concerned with it anymore.
Yeah, Taylor Tits. So, are you still playing with the Coda Diodario strings? How are your Alvarez-Yeri going?
Mm-hmm.
I bought the 2 mahogany models you recommended, and hence I'm now poor, but happy. That's Cath forever. Thank you. I still use the Diodario XS. They're beautiful strings, and I still have both of my mahogany Yeris. I'll never part with them.
They're beautiful.
They're
guitars.
unbelievable. They're just guitars that you can't sell them. If you do, you're gonna regret it for the rest of your life because you will not find them again. They're not something that's gonna be in the standard. They're not in the catalog. They're just not in the catalog.
One of these days, we need to mount a show for you where
Mount? He said mount.
We need to mount a show for you. You child.
it's a technical term. Settle
Yeah.
down.
Okay.
Settle the down.
Okay.
Where every song we choose the ideal guitar for you.
Okay. Oh,
A
yeah.
different guitar, the perfect guitar
I
for
agree.
every song in the show
I agree. I think that should be
to
done.
highlight each.
One of the guitars.
I agree. That's a plus.
What's Baker saying?
Somebody's talking about the Tone Traveler. I have it, and it blew me away. I put it on one of my SGI guitars, and it increased the volume and tone by 20% overnight. And yeah, they work. They're a little difficult to deal with because they have to be charged. The tablet has to be charged. It comes with it. Blah 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 blah. Right? It's a lot of technology, but the actual when you stick it on the guitar, it's crazy. It only vibrates the 6 notes of the guitar.
I'm gonna bring it back next week.
It's here.
No, it's down in my bed.
What's it doing in your bed? Were you doing odd things
I
with
had
it?
a sore back and I plugged it
Okay.
in to see if it could relieve the muscle tension. Or something.
Using a BC pick. What's a BC pick? Oh, Blue Chip. Blue Chip. No.
You know, they're one of the sponsors. They're right down there.
Yeah.
Blue Chip? BC?
No, I'm not using a Blue Chip. Right now, I'm using a. Who's the guy?
It's a floppy pick.
No. Shit. I have such a terrible memory these
Please
days.
don't. You did that before the show, and I
Yeah.
had to open all the doors.
Who is the newest guy? His name's not written down the sponsors list. Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow, I've been using his pick. They're the guys that some of the proceeds they get from the sales of pick go to protect the actual tortoises.
Oh,
Charmed Life. Is it Charmed Life? Charmed Life picks?
no.
Yeah,
Is it?
it is. They got a
Well, they're not.
a
written
shamrock. No, they're not. I keep forgetting.
down.
Sorry.
What the hell?
But I've been using their pick since I first got it. And that's been like months. I've only had this pick in my pocket the whole time. And of course, it's not there now. Typical thing.
Want to try the worm?
No thanks. And anyhow, yeah.
It's a brilliant little squish.
Why you're not supposed to chew the worm? You're supposed to swallow it whole.
That's one flat.
Ugh. All right, let's see.
Ooh, it's cold in here.
No, it's not. Super chat from Stephen Becker.
Oh, I was gonna say that.
Did the snow cause you to miss that big show you were definitely going to play in Spring Hill?
Did you forget about that show?
I always forget about anything that has to do with fucking Anne Murray.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anne Murray is not part of my
Lexicon.
lexicon. That's good.
Only Tim Hortons that are being banned from Spring Hill.
That's correct.
Never tap on the drive-through microphone. In the
Yeah,
Spring-
or take your
And
clothes
Tim
off in the drive-through.
No,
like you did.
No, just tap on the microphone. They don't like that. Where's Jeff Gallant tonight?
I don't know. I haven't seen him. Welcome to the Poo Sling. Caleb Hawkins, Jay Ginger. Is Ginger here? No,
Mm-mm.
she can't be.
She can't be. We're out of control. We're basically like a ship without a rudder.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a rowboat without 2 oars.
That's about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like a kayak with one blade missing.
Kayak.
Mm-hmm. Like a lawn tractor without a steering wheel.
Now I've lost the pick I had. I'm having
Like
a
a
lot,
skidoo without one ski.
I'm having a lot of picking difficulties.
Yep.
Like a salmon without a swim bladder.
How about some dock?
Sure do it.
Hello, my dear. Hello, my baby. Hello, my time get on. You're supposed to sing the frog part.
Speaking of Doc,
Yes.
your nephew Judd.
My nephew.
I mean, your young nephew Judd knocked it out of the park the other night.
I would imagine.
Churro. That boy's on fire.
Terry Short says, what do you think of strobo clip HTC tuners.
Never seen one. Probably just like all the other digital tuners on the market.
Stroboclip.
Stroboclip. Does it have a strobe light in it?
I don't know how to read strobe tuners very well. I do, but I don't like the way they work.
There's only
They're too ambiguous.
There's only one company that's ever made strobe tuners. Peterson.
I have one.
And Con.
Yeah.
I used to have a Con strobo tuner that I used on the road.
Yeah.
And the Petersons are great, but lots of people make them that are electronic. They're not
Yeah.
real strobe wheels.
I have the gold limited edition Peterson strobe tuner, and I haven't used it. And I don't. I'm scared of it.
I love the way they work because if it's a real strobe tuner, I'm not familiar with that model. I've
I'll
never
show it to
seen
you. It's in the car.
with it,
Yeah.
but they're locked to the line frequency.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any more accurate than that.
You know what the other thing it has, this pedal?
What does it have?
It has a preamp in it to negate cable length. So when you put the plug your guitar into it,
Yeah.
if you're using a K&K,
Yeah,
it has a booster in that jack.
a preamplifier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that keeps you from having signal degradation from the cable length.
I would respectfully submit from a technical standpoint.
Not possible.
That's monster cable
Yeah, I don't use monsters anymore. I can't
Right.
get them.
because it's bullshit largely.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I think that's a marketing point. Is
All
what I'm
right.
trying to
So,
say.
so yeah.
But a real strobo tuner and a real strobe tuner with a flashing light and a rotating disc,
Right.
which I don't know what Peterson. Did you say you had a Peterson?
Oh yeah.
Well,
I'll show it to you.
Yeah, whip it
cost me $300.
you should whip it out.
I will. Next time we do this, I'll whip it out.
All right. Is
I
it a-
said whip it out.
I know you did. I goaded you into saying whip it out, you dumbass.
Anyway,
Real strobo tuners are great. Everybody makes a strobo tuner that's not a real strobo tuner.
Yeah, this is a Peterson real strobo.
All right.
So,
I'll
what's
live in
your
hope.
opinion? Mark Smith
maybe
says,
it'll be
what's
in tune.
yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Mark Smith says, what's your opinion of Guild Acoustics, particularly the M20? Well, generally speaking, the only Guild that I desire to play is the D55. It's the flagship. And I had one once, and it developed a huge, horrible hump in the tail of the fretboard and was unusable. I had to sell it. I still would like to have a Guild. I've had a couple of Guilds in my life. They were both incredible, but again, the construction was subpar.
Mm.
It should be.
Guild is better known for their electrics
Yeah,
for a reason.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ginger wants to know, is coot hunting wabbits?
Be very, very quiet while hunting rabbits.
Ocean Wild says, why is it so cold in here?
It's really cold in here.
All right. So,
Mhm.
we're going to have to
We're
question.
ending on time this week, are we? I
Yeah.
see it's 3 minutes too, and your britches are in a bunch to get
I'm
out
not
of
in a
here.
britch. I'm just, what do you want?
I want you just to relax,
Oh,
big man.
I'm glad you didn't do that. I would have hurt the nipple.
Just relax.
Wait a
Just
minute.
chill it down.
That would have been nipply.
Slow your roll, big wheels.
So the question is,
You're gonna end on time at 8 o'clock if you get
exactly,
the question now.
the dogs have been in the house for I don't know,
An hour.
7 hours.
An hour.
I left there at noon.
No, you didn't.
I-
I went
I-
back over before the
No,
show.
I didn't.
Yeah, you
I
did.
didn't.
I saw you over there.
You weren't here, you dickweed. So anyhow, the question is,
Such a twat.
why is he such a prick? Can you
Why
give me
is
that?
he even questioning? Why is he even here?
The question is,
Because my girlfriend leaves one night a week when I'm not
Exactly.
bothering her at home.
what is the name of the towing company that saved me in Sydney? The answer
You
is
knew it had to be. You knew it. You have to scroll up and find
Stephen Baker, you're already on, Stephen.
You have to scroll up and find the original answer because it's already been answered.
Okay, so
It's already been answered.
okay, wait a minute. So I've got a bunch of answers here, but they're all wrong. So the name of the company is Ideal Towing.
And
What is the name of the company? Oh, there we go. There's the first one.
There it is.
Peggy Ann Endine, you're the first. With Ideal Towing and Recovery.
Mm-hmm.
You're number 3 on the list.
And number 1 in our hearts.
Yes. And the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny Holden. Kenny Holden. Okay,
Kenny Holden is going to be exempt from the prize draw because.
Well, no, we need 50 people every year.
Yeah, but he's an arsehole.
No,
he's our friend. It's conflict of interest.
He's a good dude.
He's a good dude, but he's a bit of an arsehole and he's our friend.
He's not an arsehole.
Okay, but he's still our friend.
That is true, but, is what it is.
Explain that grand prize winner when it happens.
I don't know. Well, we only get the first 4 people for 2024, so let me see now. I gotta get the music back on. I don't know what's
You could
going
have
on.
planned this a little better technically, couldn't you there, Mr. Electro? Wow. Do you need to pull start that? Don't forget to put the choke on it.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah. Oh, well, you got the OFF switch on there.
There we go.
Yeah, there's the applause for you for being able to turn it on.
I had the volume off, okay?
Yeah, whatever.
I'm technically challenged. Lobby! So where's the worm in this?
There is no worm in that. It's down to the coconut.
Look at the turtle fucking
It's not
bullshit.
turtles, it's frozen.
Drinking.
Oh, stop that.
He sucks.
He's low.
I love you guys.
Stay safe, everybody.
Next time we do string theory, Ginger will be here with a better audio.
Better everything with
Yeah.
Ginger here.
It is what it is.
A better attitude for you, mister.
Yes.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Love you guys. Chris Coot. My buddy, he's frozen solid, but look at him. He's hanging right in there. He's just got that brain pan hat, ear plug.
They killed Kenny. Cheers, everybody.
String theory. See ya. Love ya.
Shut this off and let it die its death, would you? For God's sake.
What do you think, Chris? Really?
Shut it down. Shut it down.
Tell us why. Tell us why.
You suck. Shut it down.